Now head over to our social media platforms and let us know your contributions to today's topics. You can tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express or comment on our Facebook page. Remember to use the hashtag Afternoon, of course, so we can find all of your comments. Now, our first guest today, Dr. Audrey Verhaeghe, who is an expert in fields of tech, entrepreneurship, and of course, innovation. As the chairperson of the SA Innovation Summit, she is one of the foremost thought leaders in giving space to growing, booming businesses and development, of course. Dr. Audrey is the key person to give us insights in new age innovation and, most importantly, how you can get involved. Welcome to The Loft, Dr. Audrey.
Pali, thank you.
Finally, I get to pick your brain here today. We have definitely seen that you are so monumental in terms of innovation in South Africa and bringing it to the forefront in businesses. I mean, in your opinion right now, how does the South African landscape look in business and tech?
Look, I think it's up and coming. I would say that's the right expression. So is the continent, Africa, all our neighbors. You know, this is just like this giant or lion waking up. And it's for us now to step into this and keep on growing. We just had 1,340 entries in the Innovation Summit competitions, and it looked phenomenal. It was all tech-related. I don't think you can grow any business, you know. I'm not saying every business must be a technology business, but you will have to have a technology component if you really want to have impact and growth.
Absolutely. I mean, we are definitely living in a digital space, so you have to incorporate these different elements in growing your business. And we touched in our intro that small businesses right now are huge and they're booming in terms of growing our local industry. Why do you think that is so?
Well, first of all, because we're so connected, it has lowered the entry barriers for so many people. You know, you can really run a global business from anywhere. As long as you've got access and you can afford the access to the internet. So that lowered the barriers for rural players. It also lowered the barrier for women. You know, because we now can determine the time that we want to spend. I remember when I worked from 8 to 5. I don't know whether you guys ever have to work from 8 to 5, but we used to work from 5 to 8.
Yeah, definitely do, but that is such an intense kind of work day.
And can you imagine you've got little kids? If you can just work from 8 to 12, do a little bit kiddie stuff, and then work from 7 to 10 or 11
that
or 12.
Flexibility.
It made all the difference, and technology brought that to us.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Yeah. And in the small business space, I mean, what businesses are we seeing right now that are thriving?
Fintech is big in South Africa. You know, we're really a pacemaker in the world for fintech. Edutech, I think we can become a leader in the world for edutech. At this Innovation Summit, we focus on agri-tech, biotech, cities of the future as well, social innovation, and the last one just escapes me for this moment. But an interesting thing that you would want to know, of all the tech spaces where women flourish the most is in the biotech, health, food security, those industries.
I think that that's rather fitting, though, for us women, because that's exactly what is kind of in our path and what we find so interesting. And I want to find out from you, what exactly is the SA Innovation Summit, and what kind of ideas do you guys have percolating and bubbling under?
Look, we're actually just a platform for everybody's ideas. So we're a little bit of a glue. That's all we are. We showcase, we connect. Can you hear these all feminine stuff?
We showcase, connect, of course. We showcase, show, and we love connecting, nurturing.
We accelerate. We accelerate, we nurture. So that's what the summit is. It is a platform that brings everybody together, that connects the investors to the tech entrepreneurs. And I'm not a techie, I'm a tech activist. That's what I am actually.
Absolutely. It's about taking your advantages and your positives and tuning them into the different fields for the most appropriate outcome. And I know that you believe that women are at the forefront of innovation. I mean, obviously. But how do you see that this is continuously playing itself out in South Africa?
Look, let's first be honest. If we look at our entrepreneurial entries, 33% were women. So it's not completely true that women are the most, leaders in the tech entrepreneurial space, but I think we can become because it works so well with us. I think where women really lead the innovation space, innovation is not a one-man show.
Okay.
It's not a competitive thing always. It often needs different energies to come to fruition, to actually have an impact, social or economic impact. So you need to bring a lot of people together, and I think women are really good at that. It's a pioneering. Innovation is a pioneering space. You know, we need a lot of founderism and pioneerism in Africa as a continent. So
Absolutely.
I think women can do that very well.
I think so too. And right now it seems like you are doing that very, very well with the SA Innovation Summit. I know at the moment you're all about the whole 360 end result of getting something, developing it, making it a huge success, and then selling it off again.
Yes, exiting your business. You know, that builds an ecosystem. That's what Silicon Valley did for 40 years. They exited, and then that money built the ecosystem again, and the people and the experience. And we don't have enough exits. We think if you build a business, you must cling to that business for the rest of your life.
Absolutely, and that you're a failure if you leave.
And real entrepreneurship is build, exit, build, exit, build, exit.
That's so beautiful, absolutely. Now, there's also this unspoken narrative that people are so perplexed about, and we did speak about small businesses earlier. If our viewers out there want to start a business, but there's an awkward kind of conversation that they don't know how to navigate in a very practical way between investors and entrepreneurs, how are they able to pave their own path there?
Okay, so at the Innovation Summit, we run what we call Match and Invest. And it's a platform where we bring as many investors as we can with as many tech entrepreneurs. And the biggest skill here is that you position what you want. I think we try and sell whatever we do to everybody. Investor will not invest in you if they cannot open doors for you because they want the investment to grow. So if it's a fintech investor, they're not going to invest in you for a biotech company.
Okay.
So there's that knowledge that we need. First of all, pitch to the right investor the right product. So do your homework. You don't have to pitch to 300. Pitch to 3 and make it count. So that to me is the first thing that I think we need to learn. And then also know about what investors look for. They really will ask you, what are you worth? What are you willing to give? Okay.
Wow.
And is there a match between us?
These are fundamentals, I think, and I hope our viewers at home are taking so much away from you, Dr. Audrey, because I think this is such valuable tips and tricks to kind of get in there and optimize your business, your space, innovatively, and of course, using the technology to your advantage. Thank you so much, Doctor, for coming through.
Thanks for having me.